Welcome to another episode of the Allure Salon and Spa podcast. My name is Charlotte Allen, and I'm co-owner with my husband Derek Allen, and I'm here with my family, my Allure family. We'll start from this side. Miss Stephanie Scott, Cassandra James,
hi,
Miss Kay Walden,
Hello.
LaKanya Richardson,
Hi.
and Miss Melania Holloway.
Hello.
We're excited that we are able to introduce to you one of our new stylists. Her name is Cassandra James. She is phenomenal in every way. She's a certified Sisterlock Consultant and Loctician. She's also a master cosmetologist. And for those who don't really understand what Sisterlocks are, can you give us some explanation of Sisterlocks?
Sure, absolutely. So Sisterlocks are tiny, stylable, versatile locks, and they are permanent. They are maintained every 4 to 6 weeks. The difference between traditional locks, which I have, and Sisterlocks, the main difference is the size of the locks. So I have approximately 135 locks on my head, and with Sisterlocks, you can have between 400 and maybe 1,000 locks.
Oh, yeah. How long does that take to get to for the application?
So the Sisterlock installation can take anywhere from 9 to 30 hours. It depends on the length of your natural hair, and it's all natural, so there aren't any relaxed ends on the Sisterlocks.
So how do you maintain the Sisterlocks when you first get them done?
Sure. So after the installation, you come 3 weeks for a retightening right after, and within those 3 weeks, it's recommended for you to shampoo your hair every 7 to 14 days with a special Sisterlock shampoo. It's called Starter Locks.
So when you shampoo the hair with the starter locks, do you shampoo it a certain way, or is it a method that you use when you're shampooing?
Yes, you have to braid and band your locks. You should put maybe 10 to 15 locks in each bundle, and it needs to be shampooed every 7 to 14 days.
Wow.
So why would they choose Sisterlocks over the traditional locks? What's the difference? I mean, why would they want Sisterlocks more so than just what was originally?
I think the traditional locks, some people look at it like they're too big. I love my locks, and I will never have anything else. But with the Sisterlocks, they look really tiny. So sometimes people look at it and it seems as though they have regular hair because they're so small.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
So if I wanted to transition from Sisterlocks back to normal hair, how does that work, and how is it going to affect my hair once they're taken out?
So the Sisterlocks, you can remove them. They can be combed out, which takes maybe a few weeks to take them out. I would recommend that you grow your natural hair out and then cut the Sisterlocks off, and then you'll have a short fro.
Okay.
So do you have a lot of people that want to take them out?
Actually, no.
Right.
Once they get them in, the beginning stages, they look really skinny and scraggly. And a lot of people look at themselves and say, what have I done to myself? But after they've matured and after they've locked, they swell about maybe 50 to 100% each lock. So then, it's going to look fuller.
And how long does that process take for them to
mature? That takes approximately between, and it depends on, of course, your hair type, but approximately between 6 months to 12 months.
So can color, when can they get color?
That is a good question.
Okay.
That's a good question. So when someone comes in for their initial consultation, I would suggest that they color their hair approximately 5 days before they get their hair, before their install happens. And then during their maturing process, which LaKanya asked, that 6 months to 12 months, you cannot color your hair at all. Your hair, because color, of course, as we all know, is a chemical. It can either slow down the locking process or maybe stop it at a halt. So I would recommend that you not color your hair. I did have a client that colored her hair, and because her hair was so dense, it didn't have that much effect on her locks.
Okay.
But generally speaking, I say it's a no-no.
Do you have more styles that you can probably do to Sisterlocks that you can't do with traditional locks? Or does it matter?
I think with the Sisterlocks, because there's a grid pattern on the scalp, it just looks so much more uniform and so much neater when they do styles. Because I do styles, and with Sisterlocks, it just looks different.
Okay.
But there are certain styles that I can do with my traditional locks that someone with Sisterlocks, it just doesn't look that great.
I see.
So yeah.
So it's not
Definitely.
necessarily more versatile with Sisterlocks than it is with traditional locks.
Yes and no. I guess it depends on the look that you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the denser the hair, perhaps the more styling you can do.
I wouldn't say the more styling. I would definitely say the denser the hair, the larger the lock would be.
Okay.
I did have another
So
question.
do the density of the hair, do that determine if you would give them traditional locks or sister locks? If it's like real coarse, real thick, does that determine which way you would go?
Well, if someone comes in and they are asking for Sisterlocks, I will give them a full Sisterlock consultation. If they decide to go with traditional locks, it just depends on what look they're trying to achieve. I don't push anyone in either direction because it's up to them, but I do give them all options.
Okay.
So do you strictly do sister locks or do you do the traditional locks as well?
I do both.
You do both.
I start both, I style both, I color both, I retighten both. The retightening process for the Sisterlocks, of course, takes longer because there's more locks on the head. So it may take me usually between 3 and 3.5 hours. For traditional locks, it can take up to an hour.
Okay.
Really good.
So is there any other option other than the traditional locks or sister locks? Is there anything else in the lock family that you can offer? I mean, I don't know.
No.
Okay, so it's just two options.
Do
As
you
far
do
as
the
I know,
Okay.
Are you a braider as well? Like if people wanted to get individual braids, things of that sort, do you do that as well?
yes, I do individual braids, but I do not do, and I know it sounds kind of weird because I'll do the Sisterlocks, but not like micro braids.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
So you don't add hair, oh, you don't.
do micro braids. Yeah.
Okay, but you do individual, like maybe the size.
About the size of my
Yours.
locks.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, the process would be different anyway because you're literally braiding that small all the way down.
Mhm.
So that's, yeah.
Thank you, Cassandra. That was really good. Really appreciate that. I've learned a lot. I'm sure we all have as well. We hope you have as well. Thank you so much for joining this episode, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Yeah.